Hey second grade, welcome back to the virtual art room. All right, today we are going to be doing a project that's talking about a specific vocab word. Now we just started talking about this vocab word right before we left school, so you should be able to remember this. Put on your art thinking hat. The word started with a D. Our project was a landscape like this, and our horizon line was at the top of our page, but it didn't look like this picture. The word we were talking about was how deep something is. And in our art, when we try to create it, we want our picture to look like it goes back. What is that word that we're trying to create in our project? See if you've been yelling it at your screen. Depth, good, yes. Okay, so can you say depth? Depth, good. Depth, when we're trying to create it in our work, means we're trying to make our picture look like it's not flat, look like it actually goes back, okay? And so the way we do that in our project is by having small details in the background and by having larger details in the foreground to create the illusion of... Are you annoyed with me yet? Okay, this picture is inspired by an artist named Heather Gawler. We are going to look at some of her work and see how she creates depth in her work and see the different types of things she puts on her horizon lines, and then you guys can decide what you want to put on your picture, and then we will get started.
Heather Gawler is a contemporary folk artist from New York State. Every country and community has its folk art. Folk art includes paintings, carvings, furniture, textiles, and other objects produced by people using traditional techniques passed down to them through generations. Most folk artists learn by watching their elders or by becoming apprentices in a craft. Many folk artists are self-taught, like Heather Gawler.
Alrighty guys, so we are going to start working on our abstract landscape. The first thing we're going to start with is a horizon line. You can make yours bumpy. Some of hers were bumpy, some of them were straight across, and some were sort of a arc, like a rainbow. I'm going to do the rainbow one. Remember, your horizon line is going to be towards the top of your page so that you have a lot of room for foreground details. So I did the bent rainbow shape up here. You can choose what yours is going to be. Now on the horizon line, we're going to be adding details for your farm, or maybe you're turning yours into a little neighborhood. You can decide what's going to be on your horizon line. I'm going to put a little farm. So I'm making a barn by doing a square with a triangle on top. A rectangle next to it. You guys should remember this from last year. And then a line there, but I stop a little bit short from this line. I don't come all the way out. And then I close it off with a diagonal line. I'm going to put a little silo behind it. Put some fencing. Now, because I want this to look like it's far away, I don't want there to be a lot of details. Might just be able to see faint lines of the barn door. Maybe some details up here, but not much. Maybe some windows. I'm going to put some trees. I'm going to make my trees like Heather Gawler's, where they are very stylized. And they don't look realistic. I can tell it's a tree, but more fencing. Maybe a little birdhouse in this tree. I've seen them do that, hanging off the edge there. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, maybe some bushes. I don't want to do people or animals. I think that they're too small to be able to see far in the distance like that. And let's see, maybe I'll do over here some bushes. All right, the details along my horizon line are finished. I'm going to put a little bit of detailing in the back. Maybe a sun far away, so really small. All right. Now you can go ahead and put on your details for your bar, and then we'll get started on the foreground here. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and color this part in, and you can start coloring yours. Okay, I am now going to be starting to work on the foreground here, which is going to have bigger details in the front and smaller details in the middle area. So I'm going to start with a horizontal line going from my horizon line down to the bottom of my paper. If you want to do yours in pencil, that's fine. I'm going to do mine in Sharpie so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and now I'm going to create diagonal lines going from the horizon line down, going this way on this side, and going this way on this side to create the illusion that the background is farther away because these lines are diagonal. They're getting wider towards the bottom. All right. What you're going to do is choose lines or shapes to fill in your project. So the lines and shapes are going to be closer together here and get farther apart or bigger down here. I'm going to show you a couple as examples, and then you guys can get started. So let's say I'm just doing a simple striped line, which you could do for all of these if you wanted. I'm going to do close together lines up here. And they're going to start to get a little bit wider in the middle here. Starting to get wider. See how they're getting farther apart? Farther. Okay, now it's time to color in each one of our sections here of our farm field. I try and do them with only 1 or 2 colors per section so that it doesn't get too busy and you can still see where each one starts and stops, but it's up to you. All right, here we go. Let's color this guy in. Hey, second grade, I hope you guys had fun making this abstract landscape. And send me your pictures via email, and I will make sure to put them on our virtual art project slideshow. I'm going to post those every week to show everybody that looks at our Facebook page all the cool stuff that you guys are making, because I don't want your art just to be seen by me. I'm so proud of you for working hard at your houses, and I want everyone to see what you're doing. So keep it up. If you have any questions about this, email me and I can help you, okay?